Skills are a near everlasting grind in Hypixel Skyblock, whether it be by increasing your damage through combat or increasing your strength through foraging. Skills are usually straightforward and very rewarding to actually level up. But one skill has always felt sort of weird to me ever since its addition to the game, and that is Taming. The pet luck from Taming can feel placebo at times, and the increased XP can be useful for people who don't have high level pets, but if you already had level 100 pets before the Taming was added, there was really no purpose for it. And I think the weirdest thing about it is how hard it is to level. But in the coming updates, there's going to be an insanely nice use for Taming, so in this video, I'm going to tell you guys how to level your Taming fast. Hello random people on the internet, my name is Banana, and today we are going to talk about Taming. Because if you guys did not know, in my last video I actually talked about a brand new item that is getting added to Hypixel Skyblock, and that is the Daedalus Axe. If you haven't seen the video, go watch it, but I'll explain what the Daedalus Axe is real quick. It's basically an axe that gains damage per taming level. You're getting 4 damage per taming level, copies the stats of your pets, and gives you 35 coins on kill. So this thing is going to be a better Raider's Axe, but if you look at the image, you can see it starts off with 0 damage, and that's because in that screenshot, it is with a Taming 0, it is just a fresh sword. So this thing can get up to 200 damage just base, but you have to be a very, very high taming level for this. So I was actually the first person to hit Taming 50, so I feel like I can tell you how to level it. It has changed a little bit, but Taming is something that I feel like a lot of people either have very high levels or very low levels in, just because it's not that straightforward on how you should grind it quickly, and I'm just going to tell you how. But before we get to that, did you guys know that only a small percentage of people that watch this video are actually subscribed? I feel like I put a lot of work into these videos, and you know, sure, I have 50,000 subs, but we're going for 1 billion. And to get 1 billion subs, I need you guys to go down below, press that sub button. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. So back in my day, you know, August 6th, 1945, the bomb on Hiroshima was just dropped and Taming was released. Back then, when I was leveling it, I leveled it by doing Alchemy, okay? Alchemy was the quickest method, and it honestly still might be pretty fast, but the thing about Alchemy is, it now costs about 2 billion coins worth of sugarcane to actually level it up fully, and back in the day, it cost about 200 million? Now, the reason for this is once I hit Taming 50, I basically had a conversation with the admin doctor that went like this. Hey, my favorite YouTuber, Menacing Banana, how did you get Taming 50 so fast? Oh, you know, I just did Alchemy. And then he's like, it must have cost like a couple billion coins though, right? I'm like, nope, only 200 mil. He said, oh, well, I'm going to murder your method. And murder he did, because, well, this used to give a 1-to-4 ratio of Alchemy XP to Taming XP. It now gives a solid 1-to-40. So, Alchemy got straight up butchered to the ground. They nerfed it by 10 times. So, I wouldn't recommend doing it now. I think with a very fast auto brewer, you could still level your Taming very fast if you are an extraordinarily rich player. But I still think that this is not going to be the best method anymore, just because of the price. So one of the methods that people like doing is actually Enchanting. Enchanting is going to be the fastest Taming XP per hour, but I'm not going to recommend it. So there are a couple weird things with Enchanting, alright? And I'm going to explain why it's slower than it actually would be if you were just doing other skills. So Enchanting doesn't have a pet, alright? There are no actual enchanting pets. The Guardian is the closest you're going to get. It gives you an enchanting XP boost, but it is a combat pet. All of these pets in the game are not enchanting, so that's going to make it weird to level up Taming. Why is that? Well, basically, how Taming works, if you did not know, is it's going to take your pet's XP and divide it by 4, and then that is going to be how much Taming XP you gain. I'm pretty sure it works like that. There might be different ratios for different skills according to some people, but I have no idea there. I just know that it's going to take pretty much exactly what you have and divide it by 4. So when I would level up my Alchemy by 1000 XP, my Parrot would also get 1000 XP, okay? And then my Taming gets a total of 250 XP. That math adds up. But if you're using something like Enchanting, your pet immediately will gain less XP. So I will level something like my Enchanting 1000 XP, and then that is divided by 4 and put into the Guardian. So the Guardian gets 250 XP. but then that is also divided by 4, and that's how much Taming XP I get. So if I get 1,000 Enchanting XP, I only get 62.5 Taming XP. So it's going to be less efficient with the XP that you're getting, so you're going to have to level Enchanting like 8 times over if you want to actually get to Taming 50. And that's just going to cost you a billion coins, like literally almost a billion coins, because while you're down there, you're spending about 9 to 10 mil an hour, and with the rates at Taming 50, like this is when you're Taming 50, so you wouldn't actually be leveling Taming, but you get about 687,000 Taming XP an hour. And before Taming 50, you just keep getting less and less, because Taming's a weird skill. You get more Taming XP the higher Taming level you are, which makes it really, really hard to calculate how much time and how much money you're going to spend doing it. But Enchanting is going to run you a lot of coins. So if you are a rich man, if you are trying to level up Taming the fastest way possible, and you for some reason have multiple billions of coins, this is going to be the way. This is what I'm going to recommend. But if you're not the richest player alive, this is not going to be your method. So if you're not the richest player alive, if you're not enchanting, what is going to be the best method for getting Taming XP in the game? Well, if you can tell where I am, you'll know that I, as a YouTuber, am very, very happy to say that the best method of leveling Taming is foraging, baby! Yeah! So, foraging. Why am I talking about foraging right now? Well, basically, foraging is going to be the fastest manually grindable skill in the game. And when I'm saying manually grindable, I mean you don't have to pay anything to actually forage. You just have to go cut down trees. Sure, you want to be running at max efficiency, so you want young armor, you want a tree capitator, and you want a monkey pet. But once you have all of those, you can pretty much just grind foraging. If you're buying all of that stuff, it's going to run you maybe 30 million coins, okay? So that 30 million is going to be worth 3 hours of enchanting, and you're going to be gaining a pretty fair amount of XP while you're actually foraging. From my math, you can gain almost 200,000 XP per hour, and that is if you are at Taming 0 once again, which I just keep throwing that out there because that's going to be the minimum that you're getting. Your XP is going to go up exponentially per level. Like I personally, if I was doing this, would be gaining 281,000 XP per hour, and it's pretty much free once you actually get stuff. So you just want to come up to the Dark Oak area and start grinding trees, start using a monkey pet and stuff to cut down everything, just sweat on everyone else who's wearing young armor. If I had my foraging stuff, I would be destroying this kid. He would be dead. But pretty much this is going to be the fastest way to level it up. And I think the best thing about foraging is that it is free, because every other skill in the game, I mean, I guess farming is pretty free, but like combat, alchemy, enchanting, they're all pretty tough to actually level just because you usually have to pay loads of coins to do that. So this is actually a very, very good method. You can also gain money through doing wood and just selling it. It's going to be just epic for you all around. So one weird thing that I did want to point out is the fact that the Exp Share pet item, which gives you 25% more XP on an unequipped pet, does nothing for Taming XP, which I find really weird. I'm messaging like admins and suggesting in Skyblock nerds that they try and fix this, because I don't see why leveling 25% more pet is not giving you 25% more XP. And I was mathing it out. I was being big brain banana, and I figured out it's more efficient if you have an Exp Share on a like foraging pet versus if you were enchanting and having it, because while you're enchanting it gets cut like multiple times, your XP just gets nerfed to the ground. You only get like 100 XP per pet, which gives like no Taming XP. And it would just be epic if you could get so much more XP from foraging with this, because foraging would have just a flat 25% gain in XP. It'd be really cool if this actually worked. Obviously, you should still be running an Exp Share on a pet that is the same skill that you are grinding. Like if you're doing foraging, like I recommend, throw this on an ocelot, throw it on a giraffe, throw it on a lion, whatever you want. Just make sure it's on a foraging pet so you get more XP for your pets. But I just think it's weird that it doesn't do anything for taming. So if this video helped you out at all or you enjoyed, please smash that like button, maybe even subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you once again, boys, for 50k. We're about to hit 51k. Probably going to be at it before this video is even uploaded. But yeah, until then, I will talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out.